You're listening to The Morning Buzz.
To The Morning Buzz.
To The Morning Buzz.
The Morning Buzz on 90.3.
90.3.
90.3.
90.3 WMSC.
WMSC.
WMSC Upper Montclair.
Upper Montclair, New Jersey.
Good morning, everyone at Montclair State University and everyone around the interwebs listening. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz Thursday editions. It is Thursday, May 13th, 2021. Can you believe it? I can't. My name is Josh, aka Josh. I'm joined by Kenny, the man with 1,001 nicknames, Horn, as well as Carly, U. Campbell. Oh, wait. I already messed up. Carly Campbell, top 5, Isaiah Ramirez, Tommy Bavaro, and of course, Mia, are we there yet, Lewington? I don't know. I just kind of threw that one in there because it just felt like it belonged there. But
I feel like Are We There Yet kind of works because we've been working on the nickname for a little while now. So it's like, Are we there yet to the nickname? I kind of like it.
That's Mia's character arc. I used to say that quite a lot when I'd go on road trips with my parents as well. I just keep saying, Are we there yet?
It fits. It's perfect. And also, I really like what you did to my nickname. You put it in the middle of my first and my last name.
Yeah.
It's much better flow.
I was trying to do that for everyone, but then I did Carly U. Campbell. So welcome, everyone. It is, of course, Thursday, May 13th. One more week of class. I mean, for me, I guess it's 8 days because I do have 2 Friday classes.
Wow.
But we're nearing the end. It's our penultimate buzz. Is that correct, Kenny?
Penultimate buzz? Penultimate Thursday buzz.
Yeah, I mean, for us,
Yeah, for us as a group, yes. It's our penultimate
important buzz.
Oh my gosh.
The important buzz. Thank you, Isaiah.
It's
a
top 5 buzz.
Jesus.
The top 5 buzz.
That was terrifying.
I'm gonna have to take some points off because Isaiah's wearing a Juve jersey.
Hey man, I gotta be honest. I got it at Marshall's. Great deal, and it's very comfortable. And I regret nothing. I regret 0 things about it.
You should regret something. I'm just saying.
No way. The top 5 person doesn't regret.
Speaking of,
you become a top 5 person.
Sorry, my phone was buzzing. And Carly,
phone buzzing the morning buzz, and
yeah. Speaking of buzzing, the transitions. We have some news for you guys on this lovely Thursday morning.
All right. Good morning. Welcome to the Thursday edition of the Morning Buzz. I'm Carly Campbell, and here are today's top stories. 2 supervisors for the Montclair School District allege wrongdoing by the school board through the lack of proper sanitizations, as well as accusations of bullying by the school board. Details are still coming out for this. A report from the World Health Organization alleges that the COVID-19 pandemic could have been prevented in America through proper planning, such as opening more hospital beds and mobilizing more resources. The report alleges that the U.S. government was aware of these possible pitfalls and had done nothing about it. Talk show host and actress Ellen DeGeneres will be ending her show after 19 seasons. DeGeneres has been running the show since 2003 and has also been the subject of several hit pieces alleging abuse on the set of her talk show. Today's weather. Today's going to be a great spring day. We've got a bit of a chilly start, so do pack a light jacket. But expect a high of 69. Nice. Today with a bit of cloud and a little bit of humidity. Temperatures will be rising tomorrow to 73 degrees, so break out those shorts and just get ready for some nice fall weather. This has been your Morning Buzz for the Thursday edition. I'm Carly Campbell.
Thank you, Carly.
Carly. Is it true that Ellen's ending her show? That's crazy.
Isn't that great news?
Oh,
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yes.
I heard that and it's like my heart was like just
I was
so
like,
happy,
bruh.
filled.
The earth is healing.
The earth is healing.
No.
2021 has been
Ellen.
saved.
Ellen, do one more year.
No,
Do it till 2020.
Oh no,
No,
she's
Ellen's
done.
terrible.
Ellen has
She's
won her
old.
course.
Wrap it up, just throw it.
I
in
was
the
hoping she would
closet
go for
already.
20. Go for 20.
No.
Ellen is a bad person. I don't know how much
Society
you read
progressed
about it.
past the need for Ellen DeGeneres.
It's
She's
just an
not even
opinion.
that funny either.
It's just-
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
not
we
even
should.
that
I don't
funny.
want her hearing this. It's my opinion. I support Ellen either way.
Owen's not gonna come
Boo,
in.
Tommy.
I work for her then.
Okay,
Well,
forget it.
Bottom.
yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna dare
See how
say
you
it.
get treated.
I'm gonna dare say it, Isaiah. You can agree with me or not. Bottom 5 talk show host.
Dude, that's not even a debate. She's
Yeah.
the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I would rather watch James Corden for 36 hours straight of him
Wow.
just
Oh,
singing
That is a
God,
statement.
gross.
before I would watch a
Will you
30-minute
shut
Ellen
up,
DeGeneres
man?
show.
Tommy,
That is a
you are
statement.
disagreeing with us on this? Okay, Tommy, no.
I'm sorry. I like Ellen. I don't know why you guys are not. I don't know why, but
Have you never heard anything bad about her?
no. And to be honest, I'd rather not.
Well,
Selective
living
hearing.
in a little bubble, Tommy.
What's that?
Just
That's living in a little bubble, Tommy. You have to know.
Yeah, Tommy's living
She's
in
not
a
the
bubble.
best person. She's had a successful show for
Well, it's
long
time to
amount
move
of
on
time.
eventually, but I was hoping she would do one more year,
Speaking of
just for
moving
20.
on,
Go for 20.
Yeah, just to round it out, but she's not aligned with the
I'm good.
idea of what pop culture is anymore. And it happens.
this is true.
Mm.
But
Happens to every host eventually.
that does
I
happen.
gotta make new ways so
All
I
good
can
things
have
come to an end.
so
at
I can
some
have
point.
my talk program on whatever channel she's on.
the Josh show.
The Josh Show?
Yes, the Josh Tirado show. Is
The
it
Josh,
the Ellen
aka
DeGeneres
Josh?
show? What is? I think it's just Ellen, right?
It's just
Yeah.
Ellen.
Okay, so
I thought it was
Josh.
the Ellen DeGeneres show.
No, I think it's just Ellen actually. So I guess it'd just be Josh.
It would just be Josh.
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 No.
All
Welcome
right.
to Josh.
Tommy, can you take it away?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Sportscast.
All right, give me one sec, y'all. Okay, so all right, enough with the Ellen stuff. So we're going to just start into the sports stuff. So going into today's Sportscast with the release of the schedule for the 2021 NFL season. This year, there are actually now 17 games for all teams within a span of 18 weeks. The defending Super Bowl champs Tampa Bay Buccaneers kick off the season on September 9th against the Dallas Cowboys. There will also be 2 games at London, England, and 3 Thanksgiving Day games. All local teams play their first game on September 12th. The Giants play their first game at MetLife against the Denver Broncos. The Jets play their first game on the road against the Carolina Panthers. And the Eagles are on the road for their first game against the Atlanta Falcons. In the MLB, the Mets dominated the Baltimore Orioles last night 7-1 against former pitcher Matt Harvey as he returned to Citi Field for the first time since leaving the Mets. The Mets have now won 7 games in a row. The Yankees blanked the Tampa Bay Rays 1-0, and the Phillies beat the Washington Nationals 5-2. Phillies continued their series with the Nationals today at 1:05 p.m., and the Yankees continued their series with the Rays today at 7:10 p.m. In the NBA last night, the Nets beat the San Antonio Spurs 128-116. The New York Knicks have officially clinched their ticket to the NBA playoffs for the first time in 8 years following the Boston Celtics' loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Knicks host the San Antonio Spurs tonight at 7:30 p.m., and the 76ers are on the road taking on the Miami Heat at 7:30 p.m. In the NHL, as the Stanley Cup playoffs are right around the corner, the New York Islanders will face the Pittsburgh Penguins in the first round of Stanley Cup playoffs. No official scheduling has been released on when Game 1 will take action. 1 week after parting ways with General Manager Jeff Gordon and Team President John Davidson, the New York Rangers have fired head coach David Quinn after 3 seasons, alongside most of Quinn's assistants yesterday morning. A new replacement for the Rangers' next head coach will begin effective immediately. And to close out today's sportscast, the latest expansion hockey team, the Seattle Kraken, have officially signed Luke Hennon for a 3-year entry contract to be their first ever player to be on their new NHL team. And that's your sports week for this week. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tommy. That was
I'm gonna
wonderful.
ignore the fact
Tommy,
that there's a
you said in our
Kraken.
chat. You said in our chat earlier that this is your last buzz for the summer or this semester.
Yeah,
You're not going
with
to be here
finals
next
coming
week?
to an end, I'm done. Well, with school being over next Wednesday for me, I think I might end it on a good note.
Okay. Well, we were talking about before how this is our penultimate buzz, but this is Tommy's ultimate. This is Tommy's ultimate buzz.
Mm.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank
welcome.
you, Tommy.
Tommy. Tommy, you are a top 5 sportscaster. That every time I say top 5, something Isaiah has to confirm it or not. Is that true?
Let me check really quickly.
Is it
All
true? You're
right.
checking the notes?
Yep, it's confirmed. Top 5.
It's confirmed. All right,
Yep.
cool. Thank you.
Okay.
Gotta run it by the master.
I'm counting on it.
That's great. Well, we have plenty of news here today on the Morning Buzz. Our first thing that we're
We
going
have
to talk about
news?
today.
Oh my
What's
God.
up?
We have news? How come nobody told me this?
News.
News?
Bunch of news. That's what we
News?
do.
That's
That's
what we do.
But we
Oh,
got
man.
some news from across the pond. Mia, are we there yet? We're here. Bring us the story.
Okay, so Boris Johnson has announced he intends to launch an independent public inquiry in spring 2022. This will look into the government's handling of the coronavirus pandemic. He told MPs it would examine the decisions in the cold light of day and identify the key issues that will make a difference for the future. There is no time limit on how long inquiries can last, but they often take years to complete. This is partly because of the huge amount of evidence that needs to be read. Ministers can appoint whoever they like to lead an inquiry, but they must be independent from the government. Although public inquiries are independent, ministers have the power to sack the chair. There are 11 public inquiries currently underway. These include inquiries into the Grenfell fire and the Manchester Arena bombing, as well as wider topics such as undercover policing and child abuse. It is up to the government whether to launch an inquiry. According to legislation passed in 2005, ministers can set up one if they think particular events have caused or are capable of causing public concern, or if there is public concern that particular events may have occurred.
Okay. So this public inquiry, that's a hard word. I always had trouble with
Inquiry?
keys.
Word.
Inquiry.
Inquiries.
Inquiry. You wouldn't be able. It's funny. I started speaking when I was 4 and I went to speech therapy for like 3 years. There is no way I should be a radio person. That's really funny. That's going back to little Kenny, but that's not the point. The point is this inquiry, as you would say. It's into the coronavirus, correct? How you going to
Yeah,
things
yeah,
like this?
it's how the government have reacted and their just how they've handled it, really.
Okay. I have a question.
Mr. Krabs.
Yes, that's right. Mr. Krabs is my question. Whoever said that. No, it's why did it take a year for the question to be asked? Because that's what I'm wondering.
Okay, well, firstly, there was a few days ago, there was an article that was released that said the review of the coronavirus pandemic should have been, oh gosh, what was it? It should have been declared as a global issue or something along those lines before January 2020, because if it had been, then it would have been sorted out a lot quicker. But because it was left so late, all of it's just blown up. Everyone's taken it in some ways the wrong way, and we've pretty much had to wait until a vaccine was made to sort it out. But I don't actually, I mean, when I started university again in September 2020, a lot of people were saying that there needs to be some sort of inquiry about the government's handling of the coronavirus pandemic, because they just kept sending us into lockdown, then easing our way out of it, straight back into another one, easing our way out, and then now we're here. Well, we had a third lockdown as well, but yes, we did. So yeah, I don't know why it's taken a whole year for them to start it, but even then it's not going to start until next year, so it's going to start a whole 2 years later.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense either to me.
Well, I feel like people just want to, they wait too long, and for an inquiry in the first place, something has to happen for you to inquire about it, right? So in that sense, you can't do it as soon as the pandemic starts because
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
UK
for
go
I mean,
inquire in whatever
There's nothing
province
to
started
inquire
the Wuhan
about.
province.
Boris Johnson did say to the MPs that he wanted to wait till spring 2022 because of how it may put stress onto the NHS, other specialists, and the government, just in case there is another surge in winter later this year. So if Sir Keir Starmer, he is the Labour leader, and he asked for it to be a lot sooner, which means later on this year. But there could be a risk that the vaccines may not fully subside coronavirus this year. So that's why Boris Johnson has waited till next year. But it's seeing as how many people this pandemic has killed, it does seem just a little bit weird in a way that it's going to take 2 years since it was declared a global issue.
I'm confused again.
Huh?
Because I'm confused again.
Yeah.
Because, so what I'm hearing is the fear is that the vaccines will not subside it completely, which is completely understandable. That's a valid concern, and I think it too sometimes. But
yeah,
wouldn't that be more of a reason to raise a public inquiry?
I think because do you know why? Yeah. So, okay, this is a government set up inquiry on how the government has handled an issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that was my first take, but then you mentioned something that they had to hire a
oh
third
yeah,
party, which it's less of a patting your own back type of thing, but then they still have the
but
power to.
yeah, but ministers still have the power to sack the chair. They still have the power to sack that independent specialist. Most of the time they use judges and they review who to use. So the government reviewing who to use to judge the government on their handling of the coronavirus pandemic, it's going to be biased. Either way, it's going to be biased. And if they end up finding someone that they think is biased to them, as in on their like bias towards them, then they find out later on that actually they're quite unbiased, they will probably end up sacking them. So it's just a cycle, and they've done this several times. So they released a few statements earlier this year, roughly about a month ago, whether or not racism was systemic in the UK. Again, that was a government written report on the government. It was biased, and they said, actually, no, it's not systemic, when it actually is. And yeah, there was just so much stuff is wrong with this, so much. I think the fact that it says an independent public inquiry, the only way that it's public is because it's due to public concern. That's the only part that's public about it. And there's nothing, this hasn't got anything to do with like democracy or anything like that. But I feel like in some ways they need to not only have a chair judging the government, they also need to have the democratic to judge the government as well, and actually ask for citizens' opinions.
It's a private public inquiry.
Yeah, and it may be live broadcasted as well.
Very public.
So that'd be good.
as a representative of Cambridge myself,
When did you go
I
to
don't know.
Cambridge?
I
Huh?
went to Cambridge in summer. I spoke on behalf of all of college radio in America. Excuse you.
Okay.
The
I'm sorry.
Alternatives 2019 conference. You're welcome
I
for
didn't know
giving
that.
you a voice.
Sorry, I sound like a jerk now.
Thanks, Josh.
You're welcome. But as a representative of Cambridge, Boris Johnson is not. He's not. He's an interesting man. One of the activities we actually had to do at that conference is go outside and ask people what they thought about him. Many people were like, I would not like to comment. I was like, all right. I managed
Yeah.
to sit down with
See, that's the difference.
one construction worker, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll tell about him. He's a real bleep,
Stand-up guy.
He got very profane.
This is the difference between America and the United Kingdom. Okay? Because you
Is this a
went
bit?
to the UK and you asked them, what do you think about Boris Johnson? They decided not to comment. America would have gone off.
I think, it's either people
If
not
it was our
wanting
president,
to,
for example.
No, I think people here would, and it depends. The first people I asked, they were like standing in front of like King's College or like a museum,
Mm.
and they're like,
It's-
"Ooh, I'm a government worker. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
comment."
yeah.
Actually, I think I
it's-
agree with Kenny. Because like
Isaiah?
there's very polarizing things for like the president is like if you don't like, especially our last president, I don't know if you know, Trump is pretty controversial and people were very opinionated about
I didn't
everything he
know
did.
that.
So I feel like if you ask someone like what were your thoughts on Trump, they would definitely give you like this, or they give you like a yeehaw, let's go Trump kind of thing. Either way.
Thank you, Isaiah.
So yeah.
In the UK, if someone comes up to, okay, I'm not meaning to cause offense right now, but if someone comes up to us with an American accent, a very strong American accent, and asks us about our prime minister, we are not likely to say anything because we don't want to be bothered.
So Mia, you're saying that if someone comes in like, yeah, I'm here to ask you all
I
about
don't think yeehaws go on vacation across seas that often.
Yeah,
Did you say
yeah,
yeehaw,
definitely not.
Josh? If you did,
Yeah, I did not say yeehaw. I said hello. I'm American.
Hello, I'm American.
Can I bother you for some questions about Prime Minister Boris Johnson?
No.
He was taking a drag.
Oh my God, Kenny, Josh, this is American. I can vouch. We would like out in the wild. We would go. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're from in America. As soon as you're in another country, you become the yeehaw.
Yeah.
It just takes over you.
What if
You
I'm
open your
already the
suitcase.
yeehaw, huh?
PSA is like, "What's this in your suitcase?" And you're like, "I don't know." And there's a cowboy hat. You didn't even know you packed it, but it ends up in there.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
even a cowboy
basically it.
hat. It's like a gift certificate to Cracker Barrel.
Or Hooters.
God.
They give you a free
Nothing more
cowboy
American.
hat when you leave the country.
Yeah, the moment you're born, like you're given a few things. You're given life, liberty, and the pursuit of a nice cowboy hat.
That's right.
Oh man.
All right, we
So
should
that
circle
that
back.
is the difference between the United States and the UK.
Long
The only
story short,
difference.
Cowboy
Only
hats
difference.
is the
Yeah,
only
we have
difference.
cowboy hats and the yeehaw agenda.
Cowboy
so-
hats and accents.
Cowboy hats and accents. Those are the only two
Oh,
differences.
that's a
between-
great show
Wait,
name.
That
this
is
what
that's a
Brit-
great show name,
Britain
Josh.
the United Kingdom have accents though, so I don't think we have that. We have the good yeehaw accent, so.
I mean, I feel like we have a bunch of
You-
accents. We can get into demographics of America.
You can
there's a-
tell
We
you can
have a
tell
bunch of accents.
certain accents in America, like New York, New Jersey, Texas, like they're all
Dude, East LA has like the funniest accent to me.
I can ask you something. This is a great question. Okay, so I've been wondering this for a long time. I don't think my voice sounds too
The
like
voice sounds very neutral, but then again, I'm very much American. so-
exactly. That's what Mia's here for.
I'm very much American.
How like obvious?
Michelle.
I mean, I know it's obvious that I have an American accent. But, like, how easy is it you're able to discern it from New York and New Jersey?
I'd say that yours is probably the most common type of American accent. Yeah, definitely.
Yeehaw!
That was the most non-yeehaw I've ever heard.
Yeehaw.
And he raises his hand, he says, "Yeehaw!"
Yes.
That's a He-Man
That always
yeehaw.
sounded British. That always sounded British.
Yeehaw!
That was a He-Man yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Man.
All right. Well, this has been a fun conversation. Let's circle back to our news. So we have more coronavirus news. This one is about a place where many yeehaws happen. This is about Ohio. I've been to Ohio, and let me tell you, it's all cornfields. So the governor of Ohio, he unveiled a new system where there's a lottery every Wednesday to entice people to get COVID-19 shots, and every single week, $1 million and a full ride college scholarship are being given away to overcome the
Excuse me?
hesitancy that people have. That's insane. The move comes as governors
What kind of
across.
money does Ohio just have left over?
We'll get to that. The move comes as governors, health officials, and community leaders are coming up with creative incentives to get more shots in arms, including insider access to NFL locker rooms, free baseball tickets, like we talked about last week, and then the Indy 500 garage, cash incentives, and just a whole bunch of other stuff. And with 3 weeks to go before most of the state restrictions lift, he rolled out the big ticket incentives during a primetime address. And beginning May 26th, adults who have received at least one vaccine dose may enter a lottery that will provide a $1 million prize each Wednesday for 5 weeks. So it's 5 weeks long. In these random drawings, the state will also provide 5 full 4-year scholarships to any Ohio public university, including tuition, room, board, and books, to all vaccinated Ohioans under 18. This money, you may be wondering where it comes from. It comes from existing federal pandemic relief dollars, and the Ohio Lottery will conduct the drawings.
So you're telling me that Ohio, arguably one of the worst states in the union, is doing one of the best measures to get people vaccinated?
Yes, but I would also argue one of the most wasteful.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
wasteful.
it's for relief, but you're giving it to like a select amount where you can spread it out and help the infrastructure that might have been damaged by the pandemic.
Yeah,
You're like,
listen.
nah, we're gonna have a lottery and we can help 99% of the people, but this 1%, they're going to college. Woo!
Listen,
Exactly.
Josh, aka Josh, like a town in Japan had made a giant squid statue to attract tourism using COVID relief money. So, I mean, I'm not really
Yeah.
surprised this is the route Ohio is
Yeah,
going.
but that's like investing in yourself to do something else. They're sending people, I don't know if it's in-state college, but
It's in-state.
it's
Yeah.
in-state
Ohio
college.
Public State University.
But there's no guarantee that those people are going to stay there for their careers and stuff. They're going to go
Listen,
to Ohio
when
State
you know-
University,
listen,
and then they're
Josh-
going to go to Arizona, or they're going to go to California.
Josh,
Once
I'm
a
going to say
Buckeye,
this
always
as
a
someone who has
Buckeye.
never met anyone outside of the state of Ohio. When you are born,
I've
in
met someone
Ohio-
outside of the state of Ohio. We called him
Yeah.
Ohio in high school because he was from Ohio.
Oh. Okay.
Makes sense.
When you're in Ohio, chances are you will never leave Ohio. It's one of those.
That is true.
Carly, I'd like to debunk your case. Exhibit A, LeBron James.
Listen, LeBron James is a rare example of this because like he has all like
He has money.
Yeah, exactly. People are born in
Yeah.
Ohio.
Well,
That's
this
what
is
I'm
their
saying.
chance to
They're
get
giving
out of
He was still
Ohio.
born there.
They're giving people the money to get the vaccine, and they're going to take that money and leave Ohio.
Exactly.
Like,
If they wanted to
friends-
invest, they should invest it in a giant LeBron James statue. That's tourism.
That's worth it.
I have
And
friends
Cleveland.
that live.
I'd invest in a slightly bigger ball of twine so that way people can look at the slightly bigger ball of twine in the world.
True.
Yeah,
I actually
I have friends that live in Ohio, and I haven't asked them about this yet. And I once visited there. I was there for maybe a weekend, maybe closer to a week, and the
how
entire place is just barren. At least the area I was in. There's nothing there.
Where
But
did you
what I
go?
think is going to happen with this
Cleveland.
is, what?
Yes, Isaiah's asked where did you go, and I guess Cleveland.
I was in Carlisle, which
See,
is
maybe
so
we just went to
small.
the wrong town.
Guys,
which
Twilight.
is so small that
Yeah,
it's
isn't it the
classified
doctor?
as a village. But I was staying in the town over called Miamisburg, which is one of the bigger ones, and that was still pretty nothing.
Wait, what was it called? Miamisburg?
Miamisburg,
Miamisburg.
yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm thinking about this, and I feel like the people that win this, or at least one of them, is going to be like, "Oh, I didn't even know I got my name entered into a lottery. I just got the vaccine." Like, I think the people that actually go out to get this, like, they're not even going to get it, which is fine because the more important thing is that they're getting
Right.
vaccines.
It's a
But
thing-
like, it's going to happen to random people.
Right. If it's like decreasing vaccine stigma and encouraging more people, because keep in mind, a lot of the times when it comes to like least vaccinated counties, it's like areas that typically vote Republican. If it's encouraging more people to get a shot in their arm, then so be it. It's something that we need to, I feel like we need to encourage, even if it is in Ohio.
Even if it is no Ohio. Mia, is there anything like this going on in the UK?
No.
No,
No.
the people there want to
That's
live.
exactly what I thought you would say.
Yeah. People here, like we do have anti-vaxxers and that, but they tend to be just major hippies and all about love and freedom and just wanting to be able to contact each other and like have that physical contact, go out for walks and stuff like that. That's all I see online in that from UK anti-vaxxers. But the people that like are just on the fence about getting the vaccine and that, they don't really have to be like, the UK don't really feel that they need to be bribed to get the vaccine.
Yeah.
They
that's what
just
UK's smart.
do it.
Yeah. That's
Thank you.
exactly what I thought you would say, and it hurts.
Yep. Yeah.
So much like vaccine like fear in the United States.
It's amazing to me because you think about what immediately went through my head. It's just like, oh yeah, just get a vaccine. That's people in the UK. People in the US are like, yeah, what's in it for me?
Exactly.
Your life. That's what's in it for you.
It's-
I'm sorry.
like, getting vaccines take a
Not
lot
getting
of time,
sick.
like money, and like some people might not have proper insurance to cover it.
Do you know what?
Oh, that's another thing. We don't have insurance. We don't have
Yeah,
have to get
exactly.
health insurance and that just to get a vaccine.
Plus,
Do you-
like the vaccine would require that you take time off of work. Like, especially, okay, I'm gonna just full disclosure. I personally have a lot of allergies that require the use of epinephrine, which also costs like $600. Just saying. When I had to get my vaccine, I had to. I was the last person there because they spent a lot of time making sure that I would not have an allergic reaction. I did not. And like it took me all of like an hour and a half because I had to wait like more than 15 minutes. I'd wait 30 minutes to get mine. So I understand why some people might not be able to get the vaccine now because they have like work and they can't take a time off because they don't have enough paid time off. So I mean, I get it, but at the same time,
You're
offering $1
bringing up
million
like
to the
12 more
poor
problems
pocket-
with capitalism.
Yeah,
Wait.
exactly. Capitalism is terrible.
Wait, so they advise you to take time off work to get the
Oh, of course.
vaccine?
Yeah,
The
they
other
advise
day, my manager got the vaccine, and an hour later, he just turned up at work.
like they advise that you, especially for the second dose, if I recall correctly, fall out sick for work because the side effects can be severe for some people. Like I had to take time off because I have like the allergies, and the last thing they want to do is like send me back to school with like I don't know, like a anaphylactic shock. So yeah.
I sitting here, I realized the way to make a 100% vaccination rate in America. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Oh, Kenny's is going to solve all of the problems.
For solve the vaccination crisis.
3 McDonald's cheeseburger. Boom.
Hey, hold on.
Not a
Hold on.
cheeseburger.
I said Big Mac last week.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh, you
feel
said
like
this before,
mine.
Isaiah?
Yeah, I feel like mine was the better option.
There's
And
already like free Krispy Kreme if you show them your vaccine card.
I'd have that. I'd yeah.
Big Mac,
For
okay.
for Krispy Kreme.
Isaiah, I take that. Krispy Kreme? Ooh, don't you
It already exists if you just show them your Vax card.
I've never had Krispy Kreme
I've
or
been
Me
Big
to
Mac.
neither.
one Krispy Kreme in my life, and it was in Georgia. It was fantastic.
I
Wow.
think you're opening some in New Jersey, but all I know about Krispy Kreme is like that one
It's
Vine where
crispy.
the guy says back at it again, Krispy
Creamy.
Kreme. And he does like this huge gymnastics routine that involves kicking the sign of Krispy Kreme.
Mhm. But who knows how many more incentives the government will come with to try to get people vaccinated.
That's right.
We're going to take a quick break here on the Morning Buzz here on 90.3 Penultimate. We're going to come back with more top 5 news and top 5 stories.
And top 5 Isaiahs.
Top 5
Always.
Isaiah will be here. Don't worry, everyone. He's not going anywhere.
Sorry, Isaiahs.
And we are back on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz. It is Thursday, May 13th, 2021. My name is Josh, aka Josh, and I'm joined with Kenny, the man of 1,001 nicknames, Horn, Isaiah, Top 5 Ramirez, Carly, you Carly Campbell, and Mia, are we there yet? Lewington. Boom. I said it right
You
this
got
time,
that.
guys.
You killed it.
Perfect.
Next time we're adding a little bit of flair in it, and we'll be like, let's get ready to rumble.
I want sound effects next time for our ultimate show.
Okay.
Do I get pyro
I'll
on
get
my
it ready.
entrance?
I'll get it ready next time.
Top 5 Isaiah. Something like
Just
that.
get like Stone Cold Steve Austin to do that one.
Just glass shattering.
We could find him.
Oh, of course, yeah. He's
Some
not
poor person is just driving, listening to us.
Can we all get like a
Then-
wrestler of our choice? I call The Rock.
I call Batista.
Oh, come on.
Are you on to Batista?
Like both the top two options. It's like, why even bother anymore?
options.
There's more. You got Rey Mysterio.
Oh yeah, we'll go Rey Mysterio.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker, that's a good one.
I'm a WWE fan. I applied to work for them quite a few times. I got rejected.
Oh, didn't he lose his like big what's it, WrestleMania like streak or whatever?
Who? The Undertaker?
To Brock Lesnar?
Of course, yeah. He lost that twice, I believe, but he's retired now. He's out.
He retired. This is not something I thought I'd be talking about.
He
today.
retired like
He
last year.
retired. He did Hot Ones, and he was
did do
talking about it.
Ones.
He's on like a
That's
pawn
great.
show, like that pawn shop show.
Turns out he's a normal person. He's not the
Yeah.
Undertaker
Yeah,
all the
turns out
time.
he's not dead either. You know, I saw him die.
What?
WWE.
Dude's like immortal. I don't think he's ever gonna die.
This is not what I thought I'd be talking about.
He's
at
definitely
8:40 in
top
the
5
morning.
wrestlers.
Definitely top 5.
Yeah, actually, I will admit that.
100%.
Are we allowed to mention Hulk Hogan anymore? Or has he been
No.
canceled?
He's
Oh,
broke.
mention who?
Who?
Who? Okay, I
Was
thought
he
I heard
even
something.
there? You know, I feel like he was just a loud guy.
I mean, you know, he sold a lot of merchandise, you know?
Speaking of merchandise, I don't know if that's a proper transition.
Food is merchandise, and there is a pub opening up. That's the best. I tried to save it. Food is merchandise, and there is a pub opening up in Asbury Park in a space after the predecessors didn't survive the pandemic. This vacant ground floor space of a prominent Asbury Park building where former President Woodrow Wilson put in summer office hours will be reoccupied as a pub, and it's run by a local celebrity chef after the predecessor closed amid the pandemic. The Black Swan Public House is going to open in the Byram Building at the corner of Madison Avenue and Emery Street, formerly the site of Modine, said the pub's chef and owner, James Avery. He said, growing up on the Jersey Shore, I love pubs. I love Irish pubs. I love Irish food. You know, corned beef. I love shepherd's pie, said Avery, a 40-year-old Manasquan resident of Irish descent who's got, you know, the tattoo collection that's growing, the tattoo sleeve, that whole thing. He says, typically, Irish pubs in America, they have nachos, penny vodka. It's all over the place. They have everything. And what will be here is a 5,000 square foot establishment with a separate bar, separate restaurant area with indoor seating, plus 150 additional outdoor tables wrapping around the entire restaurant's rounded corner on Madison Avenue and Emery Street. I like food, and this makes me happy.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice for them. I feel bad for the pub that was there before. It's kind of a
Oh, yeah.
weird situation. I feel like I would have some guilt. I'd be like, ooh,
Oh, yeah.
it's haunted by
This
the
is
previous.
mine now.
Yeah, but I mean, pubs are pretty cool.
It's cool to me because it's like it's continuing something that wasn't able to continue. I think. It's a weird way to look at it.
It
You know, it's just my thing is Irish food is not top 5 for me. So this is
Okay.
not really exciting me at all. Like it's cool, you know, congrats to Mr. Celebrity Chef himself. But it's Irish, like you never hear anyone be like, oh, I had this great Irish food the other day.
That
You know what I
corned
mean?
beef.
That corned beef was bobbing. Like
corned
when
beef
does
is
that
probably
happen?
the best they have.
And exactly, but here's the thing: how often are you like, man, I could really go for some corned beef?
No one is roasting
Mhm.
Irish food on my watch. My partner's grandparents.
Carly, you're not even wearing a watch. Got
You
her.
got me there. You got me there. My wrists are there. You know, like, not on my periphery, I guess. You're gonna insult Irish food because my like partner's grandparents are Irish. They're like immigrants. They make some really good food, and honestly, you insulting Irish food in front of me, we're gonna have to.
Okay, how about this?
I'm Irish as can
Respectfully.
be, Carly. Okay, my mother's last name, maiden name, is Riley. Okay, that is as Irish as it can be. And I don't even like Irish food. Actually, I've only ever had corned beef, and I was like 8. I didn't like it, but
Mhm.
still.
Yeah, of course. Here you go. Here you go.
All facts from Kenny. That's all I'm hearing.
Carly, the guardian of Ireland, is gonna
Yeah.
Burn
step
McGregor.
up.
Ireland.
Don't you talk about Ireland in front of my watch.
Horrible. You.
Don't talk about Ireland. I'll show you corned beef.
What is
I'll
that?
show you some boiled cabbage.
Even
Yeah,
that
when you do
boiled cabbage. What is
Dublin
that?
accent? I'm from Ireland. No, hi guys, it's Died in Okla here. Anyway, any old YouTube fans, Died in Okla. But
Wait, I
I
have
mean,
a question.
the story first of all said that it wasn't just Irish food; that it was penne vodka.
No,
nacho.
that's what he's trying to break tradition of. He
Oh,
said
he's
all
trying to
these other
break
Irish
that?
pubs are like penne
Oh,
vodka.
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
he's
because
like,
people like
we're
penne vodka.
strictly
What's the-
Irish.
Okay.
yeah. I used to work at a pizza delivery place, and let me tell
Irish?
you, pasta, especially penny vodka, the worst thing to deliver easily.
I
Why?
can see that.
Why?
It would burn your fingers
Mm, that's
every
fair.
single time.
Very hot. I can see
I
that.
got a story about that, but that's a long story. I have a question, and this is for Mia. Mia, tell me, is corned beef and cabbage a thing in UK? I know that Ireland isn't where you are at all, but does it translate? Because it's like that's your Canada.
What?
I would.
You're talking about Canada.
I know. Well, cabbage we definitely have. I love cabbage, especially if it's cooked like properly and that. But corned beef, honestly, I thought that was an American thing. We don't have Irish food here. I've never heard of that. You're genuinely the first people that I've heard to talk about actual Irish food. I never
That is
realized
awesome.
Irish people actually had their own specialty. But yeah, not corned beef, but definitely cabbage, yeah.
Oh,
Corned beef hash is cool though for breakfast. I'll rock with that.
Yeah.
Some eggs. Maybe a toast.
Oh, would you like to do a toast?
Maybe some rye. Maybe wheat.
Mm.
Never
That's so
white.
interesting, but your proximity to Ireland doesn't affect that. Mia?
Wait, what do you mean?
I feel like Ireland is, it's pretty close.
it's your Canada.
I've never been to Ireland. Not a lot of people
Well, I mean, I've
I know
never been
have
to
been to
Canada.
Ireland. Yeah. No, we
It's your neighbor to the west.
Mm.
have more connection with Wales and Scotland than Ireland,
Right.
more
Well, I
than
guess that makes
anything.
sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. Now,
Irish pub.
wow, I don't even know how we got to that conversation. So let's move on to our last story of the day. We have someone got too inspired from Tiger King. We had a man, he was arrested after a tiger was shown in a yard of his Houston home. A Texas man who's from Houston. He was on bond from a murder charge. He was released and he returned back to custody on Monday after his neighbors found a pet tiger wandering around his house. Police had said they believed the tiger had belonged to him, but his attorney actually questioned the accuracy of that. So when video of the Sunday night encounter showed the tiger coming face to face with an armed off-duty officer, the encounter can be heard during it. The deputy can be heard saying and yelling at the suspect to get the animal back inside. And when officers arrived, he put the animal in a white Jeep Cherokee and he drove off. Houston Police Commander Ron Borges said during a news conference Monday that he got away after a brief pursuit. Police also said that on Monday, the tiger's whereabouts are unknown. Borges said that earlier Monday that the main concern was finding the suspect and finding the tiger because, quote, Because what I don't want him to do is harm that tiger. We have plenty of places we can take that tiger and keep it safe and give it a home for the rest of its life. End quote. The suspect's lawyer, he said, people are making a lot of assumptions in this particular case. Maybe he might be the hero out there who caught the tiger that was in the neighborhood. What?
Yo,
Well, he does give that point.
What's that guy's number? I want him to be my lawyer.
Wait. While he does give that point, he also says, this is true. This is confirmed. The suspect also had 2 monkeys in his house.
What?
Okay, yeah. Maybe
Yeah,
he's
so
the
there
hero
goes
for
that
those
argument.
monkeys too.
Oh my god.
Isaiah's in
No,
disbelief.
the same argument can
Why-
apply.
Why does this happen in America? Can I just ask, like, why is this that happens in America? Why
not
did
got
Tiger
tigers?
King have to happen in
Lack
America?
of regulation.
Well, the biggest surprise to me in this story is that it didn't happen in Florida.
Yeah,
That is
that's
true.
true. That's true. Yeah.
Tigers in Texas, you know.
Tigers in Texas, of all places. I mean, just the weird things happen in Florida. Florida's America's basement.
Hmm.
Sorry, Florida. It's true.
It's
This
true.
is the most like believable thing I've ever
I know.
heard. Like it's so out there that it's like, yeah, this all has to be real.
Nobody could have made this up.
No.
Nobody would have thought of this. And I just love that the lawyer, he gets called by this guy and he goes, okay, this is the defense we're going to take.
What
We're
if
gonna
he's
claim
the
that
hero?
You just rescued the tiger. You're a hero.
The guy on bail for murder charges, you know?
He's saving the neighborhood.
He's saving your neighborhood. He
But
found this poor tiger walking around at night, right? And he took him in. We
He
can
threw
make
him into his
assumptions.
Cherokee and drove
Surely,
off.
surely if there was like a zoo who was missing a tiger, they would get in touch with authorities and then they would go and like release a statement to watch out for this tiger.
But then that looks bad on the zoo's part, so they
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
say
That's
anything.
true. Well, it's also, it's not illegal to own a tiger in certain areas of Texas. In Houston, it is.
Well,
But
that
like-
argument.
He probably
the lawyer
bought the
said,
tiger.
It's unknown if he actually owned the tiger.
He probably did.
Wow.
No,
I
he
bet
didn't. He
did.
saved the neighborhood by capturing the tiger.
This
So
tiger
who
doesn't
is
have
this?
doesn't have a collar.
But
So-
is
yeah,
there
didn't have a
any
collar.
like?
Yeah,
Hey,
it
come here,
doesn't have like
Fluffy,
a
come
little
here.
puppy cat in it.
It's a stray. It's a stray.
Yeah,
It's a stray tiger. What
It's
do you think
actually-
the monkeys? Like,
It's a normal cat with a growth deformity. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a cat
The
that got
monkeys-
into kitty cat treat.
he gave
Yeehaw,
it performance enhancing drugs, gave it steroids. But
What about the monkeys?
the monkeys, those are actually legal. As long as they're under 30 pounds, you can legally own monkeys.
Well,
Hmm.
it's like a
It's
little
like,
capuchin.
why I don't understand why people want that though.
My
Okay.
brother, he lives near Houston, so if I hear that he saw a tiger, I'm gonna lose it.
You should text them. Hey, watch out!
Then
There's
it's
tigers on the
confirmed. He
loose.
Yeah,
did
watch
save
out
the
for
people.
tigers.
Watch out for tigers. It's not even that hard now. But you see, now I have a question. You know, Isaiah, you asked why, but then I get to thinking about pets that you can't have,
Mm.
and I would love to just have to be best friends with a bear,
That'd be
like
Like a
awesome.
a polar
whole
bear
bear?
or a grizzly bear. Yes.
That'd be
Like, are they
awesome.
trained?
Yeah, they're trained. I'd have to
Okay.
train them. Either a
It
bear
would be
or a
very
red
difficult.
panda.
Oh, a
Ooh,
red
a little
panda.
Papu?
Oh,
Little red panda.
Hmm.
A little
You know what I
puppy.
would pick? I would pick
Yeah,
a raccoon.
Well, Papa's a ferret.
that's what I was about to
Yeah,
say.
that's true.
I
Papu's a
love
fire ferret.
raccoons.
Raccoons are like very underrated animals. They're scrappy, they're fighters, and
Oh, they're
I
dumpster
respect their
squirrels.
hustle. I respect them.
I think in a way they're just like massive squirrels with the personality of a cat.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Say squirrel again.
Squirrel.
You never
What?
seen Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Daddy, I want a squirrel.
She says it's so proper. I love it.
How do you say it?
Squirrel.
We say like
Squirrel.
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 You just mix all the letters together.
There's like
Yep.
15 different
Squirrel.
vowels and all of them are unstressed. Like,
Carly,
hey,
you have to
guys,
say,
let's go see squirrels.
Carly, what is your forbidden pet?
Oh my god, for me, a forbidden pet would most likely be. Oh my god, you got me there.
I was gonna say before, I think Isaiah would bond really well with a prairie dog.
Oh,
I can
he
just
did
see
that.
Isaiah and Timon just like hanging.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's
I identify with that.
I would really love to have a pigeon.
Ooh,
a pigeon.
Pigeon.
Pigeon?
I feel like you could have a
Is that
pigeon.
forbidden?
I feel like that's possible now.
In New Jersey, it's forbidden.
What?
Up there,
What?
Hide
New
it.
Jersey.
It would
New
either
Jersey,
be-
get on your game.
It would either be like a pigeon or a chicken because it depends on where you live. Because some places you can't have chicken because, like, I don't know.
So that's
Oh,
argument.
Your
yeah.
laws are weird.
Oh,
Jesus.
of course.
Oh, wait, Mia, are you caught up on your chicken laws over there, huh?
Yeah, we can have chickens.
Just
Oh,
Wherever
chickens.
wherever we live,
Way to
we can have
brag
chickens.
about it. Oh
We're
man.
allowed ducks, chickens, probably geese, probably.
Geese.
Not swans because they belong to the queen. We're allowed horses.
Every swan?
Yes.
Yeah, all the white, well,
Swans
all
are
swans, yeah.
Huh.
They're protected by the queen legally.
Dang.
Cool. I want to be protector of the
So like,
of the geese.
if you like take a swan, is it crimes against the queen?
Oh my god.
Pretty
Can you-
much.
Can you get excommunicated? Whoa.
I don't
Sydney
think
to
that
Ireland.
far, no, but I think you'd probably be put on trial.
Well, that makes
Or
sense.
fined.
Crazy.
Unless you just rescued it.
Yeah, if you
You
have
just
proof
captured
that you
the-
rescued it,
If you
then
captured the wild swan.
I think
that
it would
was
probably attack
terrorizing
you,
your
though.
neighborhood. Yeah, swans are scary. Don't mess with them.
Yes.
Have you seen inside their
swans will mess with you.
throats?
Yeah, they have the wrath of the queen on their side.
They've just got
Ooh.
all these teeth inside their throat. Ugh.
Put there by the queen. But we are reaching our final segment of the show. You know what that means? Isaiah has to come out of his tunnel.
He's coming out of the
That's my
cave.
tunnel. My
Like a
tunnel vision,
raccoon.
please.
Dig a tunnel.
Okay, should I sing the entire events list for you guys today? No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lion King 1.5, great movie.
I don't know about that. But we're gonna gloss over
Great
that.
movie. Are you kidding me? Dig a tunnel?
Anyways, today's events, guys, are quite delightful. We start off the day with a LinkedIn photo shoot at Machuga Heights today. So you can get your photo shoot going on for your LinkedIn profile, which is, apparently important. So make sure if you want to get a nice photo, headshot, that is your chance. They're using professional equipment and nice backdrop for you. My photo is not that great on LinkedIn, so I wish I could do that. Then we have The Village presents a drive-in movie, which is pretty cool. I think so. It's in lot 4 to 5. It's at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I believe they're watching Grown Ups 1, which, you know what? I do like Grown Ups, and I like Adam Sandler sometimes. And then lastly, taco truck, guys. There's another taco truck on campus.
Oh, yeah.
If you're on campus today, again, the first 200 tacos are free. You can buy them after 200. They don't just stop selling after 200. So go ahead and get some tacos, add some hot sauce on there. And I will ask this: what are your guys' favorite kind of tacos?
Oh,
The ones I can eat.
Ooh.
The ones I can eat.
tacos are my favorite food. I'm so happy.
Kenny, are you gonna be there at 8 p.m. to get some
I
tacos?
might. I honestly might. Tacos. I'm on
Oh.
campus today,
Oh,
so I may consider staying on the campus. WMSC has a banquet tonight. I might just do part of it on my phone while standing in line.
ooh, you might do it
Ooh.
then.
A lot of these events are happening at the same time, sadly.
Isn't there a production,
Yeah.
like the production awards tonight as well?
Yep, student production awards are being streamed
Yes.
on YouTube,
What time?
7 p.m.
But anyway,
Oh,
7 p.m.
right around the same
Isaiah.
time as the banquet?
Yep.
But anyway, Isaiah, to answer your question, my favorite kind of taco, it's beef, cheese, onions, guacamole, sour cream, and yeah.
You're
Mm.
fitting a lot of stuff into one taco. Now, is this like, what kind of taco are you getting this from? Like a taqueria or like Taco Bell?
I mean, whatever I can get.
Okay,
Whatever I can get.
whatever you can get.
Mm.
Anyone else? Taco fans? No?
For
I'm
me,
a
like
fan
I
of taco.
do love like a good steak taco.
Steak taco. Corn or flour tortilla?
Ooh, corn.
Smart
Hmm.
answer. The only answer is what people
Hard
say.
shell. I don't do hard shell.
Dude, hard shells are not real
Mm-mm.
tacos.
Mm-mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
All
hard
right,
shells
so-
are a fake. They're a figment of your imagination.
I
That's
don't
right.
believe them.
All right. It's time for our Pokemon question of the day here on the Thursday Buzz. So,
My favorite part of
what
my
is your least favorite Pokemon?
Least
Ooh,
favorite
Least
Pokemon?
favorite.
I love this.
Oh man.
Hmm.
See, I feel like there's a couple routes you could go with this answer. You can go
Yeah.
like when you're a kid and you were playing, which one always beat your team and which one did you always hate going up against? Oh, Isaiah's dying. There's just design wise, which ones you hate. And there's a lot of things like that.
In general, for me, the one that I've always hated is Milk Tank.
Milk.
Miltank
Really?
is great.
I like Milk Tank.
Okay,
love Milk Tank.
okay.
I can understand the hate from the game perspective. Whitney's gym.
True.
That Miltank you use rollout. Ooh, you're done.
And it just
Milk
won't
Tank?
die.
I think an easy answer would be something like Zubat. If you're going in a cave and it's just like, just leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Mine is Metapod. That thing is so useless and everything. He's
Well,
just
it's the second
there.
evolution for a 3 evolution thing, so not all of them can be bangers.
I know, but like even if you just catch a regular Metapod, it doesn't even know tackle. It's only harden.
Well, it's
What do you
Okay.
do with that?
Well, how do you feel about Magikarp then?
Well, Magikarp's worth it because it goes into a Gyarados and that thing's unstoppable. Like Metapod goes into Butterfree, and it's like it's okay.
I changed my
Like
answer.
Pokemon.
I changed my answer. I hate Watchog.
I don't even know that one.
This guy. I had to look him up
Oh
because I
my
was like,
god,
yeah.
that thing looks
You must have hate him
ridiculous.
so much.
This was in I believe Black and White. It was
Yeah.
the Rattata, like that, and the normal Pokemon in the first grass. It's just like ugly and it doesn't serve any competitive purpose. And it was in the first normal gym and it was just bad.
Just there to collect a
Bad
paycheck.
design, yeah. Just annoying.
Mm.
Mia,
Yeah.
do you have an answer? Because I'm still thinking.
Dun, 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 dun.
I'd probably say Klefki.
Klefki.
That's okay.
You're
That's
telling
fair.
me you don't want Prankster Thunderwave, man?
What's a Klefki?
Klefki is the
It's
little
literally
keychain.
a key.
Literally a
Literally-
keychain.
That was the
Like the
dumbest
least
thing I've ever
creative
heard.
design ever.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, no Klefki slander, okay?
They literally said, okay, we're gonna make a key Pokemon.
All
Left
right,
key?
they literally said we're gonna make a snake and call it Snake backwards in the first generation.
Stop
it.
All right,
Okay.
I don't want to hear anyone
That's
talk
valid.
about bad
That's valid.
designs.
Wrong stuff twice.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
Ekans
come up
and
with my answer.
Arbok. They did
Arbok.
that twice on us.
and the
people
same time,
were-
nobody wants to talk about it. All you Gen winners.
We're talking about the real issues here on the Morning Buzz here at 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. We're talking about
Mhm.
Ekans being a ripoff.
That's
All
right.
right, Kenny.
I've come up with my answer before we wrap the show. Mr. Mime.
Of course.
Yes.
Ah.
Mhm.
That one
Have you
as well.
seen Detective Pikachu? Mr. Mime is the best.
Yeah,
Nope.
he was a top tier character.
Mr. Mime stepped in to be the stepdad that Ash never had. All right. Name a Pokemon that could do that. What other Pokemon can raise your kids, huh?
Kenny. Any?
Any of
Who?
them.
You think Klefki could raise a kid?
I would trust
Klefki
a
can't
Gyarados
raise
to
our
raise my
standards.
kid.
Could just like, dance side to side and it'll distract your baby for like 5 minutes.
You know what Klefki will do? It'll use the move Play Rough, and now your kid is hurt. Boom.
See, disaster waiting to
abuse.
happen.
What happened?
But thank you all for listening to the penultimate morning Thursday morning buzz. This has been Pokemon Minute, or the 2-minute warning Pokemon edition. Of course, you've been listening to the voices of Josh, aka Josh, Kenny, the man of 1,001 nicknames, Horn, Top 5, Isaiah Ramirez, Carly Campbell, and of course, Mia. Are you there yet? Are we there yet, Lewington? Thank you all for joining us. Join us again next week for the ultimate final Thursday buzz of spring 2021.
It's the final countdown.
Biddy-dee-boo. Now you're just gonna listen to a bunch of young adults screaming to the mic before I press play on this thing.
Bye.
You are listening to 90.3 WMSC.